It's funny. These Eagles. I'm just trying to figure out who I want to play as, honestly. Who should I play as? That was a league game, though. That was a league. Could be no, the Pats, do they suck with the Patriots? Honestly. Don't care, don't make no difference. It's good, man. Great. X. He just threw fucking pick. It's fine.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the
See
gridiron
those white
today.
girls I'm playing.
It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Now a handoff looking right. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this offense often...
This guy just called a timeout for some reason.
By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On third down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30.
He scored a touchdown on me in cover 3.
Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 78 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Your mom was gay.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. the Seahawks got it. They did. It's
wow.
Seattle football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And now here's a carry heading left. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield to make the play?
Sunday's going to be shitty. It's not like I can go golf or anything this Sunday.
Last time here on 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter.
I can barely hear you,
They're
bro.
down to 1 remaining. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He did a fake punt. Or he didn't do a fake punt, he just went for it.
And it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Halfback sent in motion. Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced.
That was some gay shit.
Maximize what they were going to throw in his direction, and he certainly did this year. 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns too. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0.
All right, finally I can get the fucking ball.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside.
Fucking guy keeps doing fucking onside kicks. I know. Kind of line up for an onside kick because this is weird.
Thank you. Are able to recover.
Being fucking faggot.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work
Are you gonna quit now because you got a fucking you didn't get your onside kick? I know. My buddy's playing a game.
With them and speculate a little bit here. They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for him again.
Let's go. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the back goes into motion. on second down, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles.
Dude, I am.
The front they're facing, how they're going to.
He's running hurry up so I can't fucking get play I want it.
Sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
A ton of slants over the middle.
Throw it with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's gonna do slants again. Watch. Ready? He's gonna do slants, play action again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he
Told you.
fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Yeah.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to
Sometimes
take
you
the
do the same play 47 times. Get a fucking user pick on your ass.
See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does. Down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end.
Yeah,
a guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing off.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
We can shut the fuck up. Let me do what I do.
And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
See how he keeps moving his players back and forth? He's trying to confuse my offensive line. It is.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
Do you enjoy cheating with your bullshit pre-snap movements?
Time on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Oh, look at that. He's not he's not cheating this time, or he's not doing an onside kick this time.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember,
you'll see what I'm going to do.
Playing a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams.
So you ready to see what I'm going to do?
Changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles.
Well, it didn't work
Chargers,
because
he
was in
as such.
cover 3.
Michael Bannon, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Lucky Whitehead is intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking it.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn
That was
one
caught.
here
I don't
in
get how
this
that wasn't
3rd
caught.
quarter. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
What's this guy doing?
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver with a return of 102 yards. And the Cowboys
see that stiff arm?
get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And unable to connect.
I don't know, that play was coming again.
It falls down incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And defensively, a dive look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The fuck are you watching? Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it before.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 2nd down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any
There was a zone right in the middle of
nowadays.
his thing, which so would have got picked off. Does that make sense?
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Surveying the field. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within
After I called him out on cheating, he hasn't done it since.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his
We've seen the same fucking toss plays.
Lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A
You can open the
big-time
door.
play by the defense. It does happen occasionally,
open
even
the door.
against the best running backs who are having big days.
Oh, here's this play again.
They'll run it now.
Oh, he ran it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's
same play, slant play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating.
Made him do it again.
You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Yeah, he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's
There's a video I watched today on Facebook that was how to tell if you're a basic bitch. And it was like a doctor talking to the chick. It was fucking hilarious. Shit had me fucking...
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Out left side here to Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Yes. Are you hearing this, Nate?
2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
Black round. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Did you get birth control put in?
Beasley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know
I did not
brought
want to do that with
analytics
you.
into the game.
That sounds awful.
Someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He needed
Tell me he didn't get that.
He didn't get anything.
That's
and the
right.
Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And, a crusher.
Damn it,
there as
throw pick.
Intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
All right, man. See ya.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take...